What's going on, everybody? This is Jay
How's it
Wicker.
going?
This is Jay Wicker here, along with Mr. Lenny and Tony. What's up, guys?
Hey, what up, Jay? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, man. So this is the first episode of a real estate aholics, man. Because I'm a holic, bro. I'm a real estate aholic, right? So,
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
I don't know what I would do, man, if I wasn't able to get into real estate, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Especially at this time, right?
yeah,
That we in
absolutely,
right now.
absolutely.
The time that we in right now, man. There's going to be another big shift of wealth coming.
Yeah.
With these rates going up, these people trying to sell. I actually was into it with a seller today. We was having a conversation about them actually being in California. I believe Tony, you're actually in California, correct?
Yes, I'm in California.
So this buyer was actually telling me how their payments have went up in California. Also, the payments have went up here in Missouri as well. On the properties that they own. Right now, the owner, she literally just lost her job, I want to say 3 weeks ago. The property here in Missouri, they can't maintain, the insurance, the payment on the property. So, they actually looking, to get rid of the assets. So, I've got some good buyers in the area that's on the other side of it, to where these guys know how to take advantage of what's going on right now with the interest rates, seeking out lower rates and moving their buying blocks over to multifamilies now. This is what I'm kind of seeing a lot of people move, towards multifamilies now, because they actually get cheaper rates on those multifamilies. When you go in to a private lender, or you go to your bank and try to get some good terms. So I'm just trying to help, man, out here trying to do my part in Springfield. My arms kind of reach out. Right now I'm kind of like a little octopus in the game. You know what I mean? I got my tentacles somewhere everywhere, just trying to solve as many people's problems as I can, man. Try to move as many of us out of the financial, say, rat race that a lot of us are in every day, to financial freedom. You know what I mean? So, that's just my mission. Like I said, once again, I'm gonna bring it back. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. My current market that I actually wholesale, buy and hold in, is Springfield, Missouri. Um, I'm naturally a salesman. I started out in sales. Um, I want to say maybe 12 years ago. Funny thing about sales, though, my mentor, he's actually in prison for the rest of his life. The guy who actually trained me in sales. Yeah, swear to God, it was a bad business deal that went wrong. He ended up paying the guy, kill the guy. It was a long story. It was wild.
Wow.
But yeah.
That'll be good in the book, man.
It'd be awesome. It'd be awesome in the book, man. Let me tell
Yeah.
you. So what I do is, I try to wholesale in Cleveland. That's where I'm from, as well as here in Springfield. Didn't get any deals my first year. I'm kind of like the average realtor in the game. I didn't get no deals the first year at all whatsoever. Had a few contracts, things that I thought was deals. I actually tried to take down my first creative sub 2 deal. I found a lady from East St. Louis. She was actually living in Texas at the time. The property was in pre-foreclosure. I reached out to her. We actually did the paperwork for our takeover. Sub 2 was trying to protect her credit, not knowing that the lot next door to the property, she had owned that. The city had already took that 3 weeks later without even giving her notice on that property. So there went us trying to save her credit. So, I never closed that deal. That deal never came to fruition. Signed a lot of deals, and I signed them up high because I didn't know. I didn't know the game. I locked up a lot of deals really high. So, it was pretty much trial and error that first year. And then that next year was that March. And, it was my birthday. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to try to buckle down, make $10,000 this month, moving a few deals. I made $10,000 that month, man. And it was on from there.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It was on from there, man. So
That was your first one?
Yeah, that was my first deal. That March, I ended up closing 3. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I wanted some money for my birthday, And I was up and I was like, man, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this done. And man, yeah, I actually closed on 3 deals, man. It was pretty awesome.
So let me ask you. So you said it took you about a year though to close your first deal, right?
Yeah, man, it definitely did. Like I said, I was locking up stuff too high. And then, I was the type of guy that was like, man, I'm smart. I've always been smart. I got this. Let me read something. Let me watch a few more things, you know what I'm saying? Without reaching out to a mentor and actually walking behind somebody's footsteps who's already walked before me and getting some easy game and bypassing the hurdles. I wanted to do it on my own because I'm just that, kind of guy. So I dug in, really caught some leads, built a buyers list really fast. I actually got my first buyer off GoSection8.com, which is affordablehousing.com right now. I actually got that lead. I called a Section 8 landlord in that area. They had just finished the flip. They wanted another flip. And, I told them about the deal that I had in the area. And, the buyer said to buy the paperwork. And we closed it, man. I ain't never see the property, never walked it. No nothing ever. And I was like, yeah, this slick right here. Who been hiding this? I want to know who been hiding this game all this.
That's how I felt, bro.
You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
like I had been cheated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel like I've been cheated. Because
all this game. So I try to teach as many people as I can, man, just to get the game back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? To move people, like I said, out of the rat race, try to get everybody, because I believe now I believe that having land is a human right? Because we were put here, like we were placed here on this planet. So there's things for us already, right? There's things for us that's been preordained already. Mm-hmm. Certain things that we don't know how to step into. Yeah. We can be taught how to step into those things. So, most of anything, man, I'm kind of a teacher. I try to teach the game. I recently just closed my store though. Here I closed my phone store down, man. It was taking money out and I wasn't closing no deals. Yeah. So,
I can see you on live, man, doing your thing too.
Yeah, man, definitely.
I see you on that live.
Because I like helping people. So, I started off with another free phone program. The carrier called me in like November. Like, hey, the carrier wants you to open up the state of Missouri. And I was like, no, it's cold outside. I'm trying to do real estate deals. I'm not trying to manage anybody, this, that. And they was like, well, you ain't got to work. You just put some guys together, whatever. And I was like, man, I like helping people. So let's do it. Yeah. Because I like helping people. So, we took that little store out. I had rented the place for $100 a week. It was 249 square feet. 249 square feet. Didn't have no roof. Didn't have no lights. Didn't have no heat. No nothing. We jammed in there trying to get people going to the point where I ended up finding a building that was available. So I ended up moving into the building, turning the lights on, getting the Wi-Fi ready, security system. We stopped the store up, giving people who, couldn't find us at all, giving these people a steady location to come to every day. Yeah. So, what I'm saying, so they can get free phones.
So you're doing cell phones, all right?
Yeah, doing the free phones. And, I had a guy come back last year. He had the same phone that I had given him 7 years ago. Dang. This dude had the same free phone. I mean, I've had people come back and giving me their business cards with the free phone number on it, that the phone I gave them, they was able to go off, talk to who they needed to talk to, start a business, and come back and show me, hey man, look, I started a business. So, it's stuff like that is the reason why I keep the free phone program going. I keep something nonprofit going.
But one thing I like, man, like, so the different shows that we're doing, right? The number one thing is to make sure that the person who comes on has the heart of a teacher. Yeah, right? Yeah. You have to have that, man. Right? Like, we all see. My thing is, okay, so I'm from a disassembled community. I'm from the hood, bro. Let's keep it real, right? So, and I always had a drive to do something or be somebody. But in my mind, the only thing I can actually do, right, because I'm used to these little corners, these little streets or whatever, was to sell illegal drugs at that time, right? Right. I thought that was the only way out. It wasn't until I got out of that situation and come to this big city or whatever, and I see these people shaking and moving, doing different things, and I'm like, oh, okay, real estate. That's where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So now with us, having different people that's on these different platforms, right? Everybody do a little bit of everything. Now, I always tell people, give as much as you can. I know some things proprietary. You don't want to give that out, but whatever you can do or whatever you can say or whatever that the person who's listening to this can be inspired, do that. Exactly. Do that, man, because you never know. You may affect somebody across the world, man. You know what I'm saying? So, when you just said that, man, that kind of hit me in the chest, man. So let me tell you a little bit about me, man. So I'm one of them guys, man, where when I have my mind set on doing something, I just do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I drove trucks for many, many years. Let's start. When I was in high school, I was a party promoter. We was doing concerts, things of that nature. Before that, I was selling candy. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The kids and things of that nature, right? So I did it all, bro. You know, so I shoveled snow. I was always a hustler. I stood outside the grocery stores helping people with their bags, and you know what I'm saying? They give me a few dollars. So I'm that type of person. So I taught myself how to drive a tractor trailer, man. So I was at the DMV one day and I heard this guy say, "Hey, give me one of them truck driving books." I was like, "Give me one too." And I looked at him like, I could do this. So I told my wife, I ain't doing nothing else. I'm not looking at no TV, none of that stuff until I figure this thing out. Got the book, took the test, passed the permit, got with a company that trained me. And I was driving for many, many years after that, right? So I didn't go to school or anything like that. Same thing as a mortgage broker. I was a mortgage broker for some years. I had a guy kind of train me how to do that. At the time, I didn't know how to send an email or anything. By the third month or so, I was the top producer in the building. Man. By the third month. And then the market crashed. You know what I'm saying? 07. You know what I'm saying? I went back to driving trucks or whatever the case is. But I was like, listen, I don't want to do this no more. I need to figure out a way to get out of this right here. What do I need to do? I need to get back in real estate. Yeah. So I remember driving for this company, right? And I'm like, how do I buy real estate with no money down? Because it was an infomercial used to be on TV back in the day for Carlton Sheen. Buy real estate, no money down, right? I really think that back in the day. Bro, that was back in the day. So I pulled up on YouTube and all of a sudden I see this thing called wholesaling. And there's so many people on there talking about wholesaling step by step by step. So what I used to do, instead of listening to the same radio of music every single day, I would put the earbuds in my ear and I listened to these people talk for about 2 years, bro. Until one day I heard this guy, Mr. Flipper House, say, you know, people probably listened to this for about 2 or 3 years that never did anything. And it was like it was a personal shot at me. Wow. He challenged me, bro. So whenever I see him, I owe him some money, bro. You know what I'm saying? I owe him some bread. Are you talking about me? Man, the next day, bro, I was out in the field, man. I reached out to this lady. She had a trailer home. You know, so I ain't know nothing about real estate at all, to be honest with you. I went online. I called her up. She told me, come on out there to see her. I went online and pulled up a contract, a wholesaling contract, and I just went on out there, bro. You know, I went around there, walked around the house like I knew what I was doing, and I lowballed her, bro, and she signed the contract. Now I didn't get it sold because what it probably was at, nobody really wanted no trailer park in this area, but in my mind, I just got a $10,000 check, bro. I was rich. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, you know what I'm saying? It was so what I did, it was proof of concept. So you telling me this can actually work? Oh, it's over now. So this is what I did. This is what's crazy, man. So Starbucks, you know, there's a lot of Starbucks here in Dallas. So I did Starbucks tours. So I pick up about 6 of them and I announce it on Facebook. Hey, man, I'm gonna be live at this Starbucks at this time. I'll be over here at this time. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I had never even did a deal before. But what happened was people used to come, man, right? And we sit down and we chop it up or whatever the case is. So what happened was I started building a relationship with everybody. So when somebody needed something, they would call me. I know somebody who can get it done. They would give me a few bucks for doing that. So I became the hub, right? You know what I'm saying? To one day I'm posting online, man, I buy houses. I'm doing it every single day. Somebody called me from my hometown in Michigan and say, man, my partner, he just passed. He has 3 houses and a corner store. His wife don't want to do nothing with this property. These properties, she just want to sell them and get them. She don't want to pay the taxes on them. I'm like, well, have her give me a call. Matter of fact, let me get her number. Come to find out, man, this lady was my 3rd grade teacher, bro. Oh, wow. I say, man, I'm talking to her. And she's like, what's your name? I'm telling her my name, Jermaine. What she say? So I said, what's your name? She said, Miss Fennell. I'm like, Miss Fennell? I used to have a teacher named Miss Fennell in elementary. She said, Jermaine. She said, this is what she said. She said, I already know who I'm selling these properties to. That's what she said to me. And I'm like, oh, man. So now I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to price a property. I don't know how to do. So I went online, how to put in offers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I did, I lowballed her, man, thinking she's gonna say no, right? So lowballed her basically, man. Had my wife's cousin go by there to have her sign a contract, and she signed it. So now I got 3 houses in a corner store.
Man.
And I don't know anything about virtual wholesaling. I don't know because I'm not there.
Right.
I can figure this out. How do I do this? You know what I'm saying? Because she expected me to buy it. So my wife said, hey, I got my cousin that lives in Michigan. She buy houses. Now, they was little raggedy houses or whatever, so the houses weren't worth a whole lot of money. But she bought 3 of them, all 3 of the houses.
Man.
I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So now I got a corner store, and I don't know about no commercial. I don't know how to price none of that, bro. So I had her cousin to go to the neighborhood stores where in my hometown, you have a lot of people from the Middle East that own those stores, right? Mm-hmm. So he put together a flyer, and he go to all these places. I don't know that they've been wanting to buy this property. They didn't know he had passed. Right? So I didn't know that. So all of a sudden, this guy come through there and he was like, come on, I want the property. Here, sign the contract. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what the price is for. I supposed to have made a whole lot of money off these deals, but I didn't. So this was crazy. So we get to the title company. He called me up. He said, man, listen, you're going to make a lot of money off this deal, man. I don't want to pay this amount of money for. I'm like, well, you ain't got to pay. I got 5 people behind you. You already paid your earnest money. You know what I'm saying? He was like, no, don't worry about it, man. I'm going to go ahead and sign. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to squeeze me. The long story short, I only made like 14 grand off these 4 properties, but that's with me not knowing anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a mentor, none of that, bro. So I say that to say this, bro. In real estate, bro, you don't need to know everything.
No, not at all.
Be the person where you can go find what you need to know.
Just go.
Just go, bro. You're going to learn as you go.
Yeah.
So ever since then, bro, any person who reach out to me and ask me a question, bro, look, this is how you do it. All right, man, have a good day. You know what I'm saying? You have any more questions, hit me back later on or whatever. I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm not only just doing the residential, but I'm doing a commercial. So the land, storage facilities, trailer parks, apartment complexes, mixed. I'm not really doing mixed uses yet, but I will be here pretty soon with the mixed uses or whatever. So, and that's kind of my story, man. But that's it. I didn't have a mentor to walk me through any of these things.
Yeah, facts though.
Yeah, so you're gonna probably share in the book one day. It'll be more detail.
I'd love to read it.
Yeah, sure. Man. So matter of fact, Tony sent me somebody the other day, and I was on the phone with this guy yesterday, probably about an hour or so, and I'm just giving him game. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, listen, man, you sound like me a few years ago. So let me spend this hour with you. Let's talk, man. This is what you should be doing, bro. This is how you do this. He was like, man, he said, man, I learned so much. He said, this hour that I learned this whole time I've been doing it.
I bet. That's what I'm saying, man. That's why, I honestly believe it took me that whole year. Because that second year is when I got to ordering books. I was like, hold on, let me get some of these books everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
So I get to reading the books. You know what I'm saying? The Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Ooh, that changed my life, bro.
Never Split the Difference. Yeah. The Seller Like Jesus by Dave Anderson. Shout out to Dave Anderson. I'm pretty sure y'all saw Dave on the Breakfast Club with her a few times. But that Seller Like Jesus, man, by Dave Anderson, The Alchemist, you know what I mean, and Ninja Selling. And dude, I got to reading those books, man, and I'm like, why I keep playing? So, you know what I'm saying? I got on the phone, I got a list going, and I literally got on the phone, like I said, like I'm a sales guy. My mentor, I literally used to watch my mentor pick people up off the street. We used to sell home security. I later on started my own home security after watching him run his company and then working for Vivint and Alder or whatever. I ended up starting my own brand, a few years back. It didn't work out, obviously. I'm glad it did. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have found real estate. I'm glad it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, like I said, I was always, a salesman. So I used to literally watch him pluck people off the street and have them call in security leads, home security leads, while we was out knocking doors or whatever, going to appointments. So I said, you know what? Let me get my butt on this phone.
Yeah, man.
And let me call some people. Like you say, Jay, I've been selling shit, moving, jugging, and grooving all through the hood all my life.
Yeah, man. It's easy.
What you scared to call somebody for?
What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Hang the phone?
Right.
I tell everybody I teach, man. I tell everybody I try to teach. I said, listen, they only gonna tell you 3 things. They're gonna tell you yes, they're gonna tell you no, and they're gonna tell you how much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Right? They're gonna tell you yes, no, and how much. Yes, you in the door. Next means okay, you on to the next one. Yeah. How much means we got an open discussion going on.
Yeah, man. We got something here.
We got something going on here. So, like you say, man, all you gotta do is open your mouth.
Yeah, man.
I take it all the way back to how they taught me back in the day. Smile and dial, because people can sense that. People can sense that on the other end of the phone. They can sense your energy on the other end of the phone.
In sales, it's a numbers game, bro. I mean, even in Tony's exactly what you do, bro. How many calls a day you making, Tony?
100 calls a day.
100 calls.
Period.
100 calls, bro. Listen, if you do 100 calls a day, you're gonna have some action, bro.
Oh, you do 100 calls.
Things are gonna happen.
It's murder.
You know what I'm saying? It's the people who make 25 calls and like, man, this ain't working. I don't understand that.
Right. I tell people on my TikTok, say, listen, 25 conversations a day equals $10,000 a month.
Man,
if you can have 25 conversations a day for 30 days, you're gonna hit $10,000 a month. It's inevitable. You hit more than that.
Yeah.
if you're having 25 good conversations.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying, a day. But if you get in contact with at least 25 of these people on your lead list every day, and hit them your spiel, man, it's an easy way to financial freedom, man. People tired.
Absolutely.
They don't know what's going on. You got people who started flipping out since Joe Biden got in office. But he talking about taking away real estate investments we can pass down to our kids. He talking about taxing that. People got to flipping out already last year. And they're like, you know what? He talking about if I get this to my kids and it gains all this money, that my kids got to pay all this taxes on this capital gain. People like, yeah, sell it.
Yeah. See, like what Tony was doing, so he helped you with that, right? Tell him about what you do, Tony.
Yeah, so with the you're talking about the capital gains taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my for me, I did the life insurance part, but in the last year or so, I've been doing a lot of appointments with real estate investors, and I started asking them, okay, so when you make some profit from a transaction, you got to pay Uncle Sam. Yeah, this is a lot of capital gains taxes. I've seen like 30, 40%, some crazy, ridiculous numbers. And you do the math on $1 million, it's a lot of money. Yeah. So the strategy I do, it helps in reducing that. So the strategy is basically the fee, right, for actually putting it together. It's about 8%. 8% in the fees, and then with the capital gains taxes, since I do the life insurance, we open the life insurance policy so they can put money into it, and the strategy basically we get to defer the taxes out up to 30 years or forever, and then have their insurance money pay for the taxes later on when they decide to leave the earth.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So real quick, okay, say my universal policy, right? It gets cash value, whatever. I can take that money and put it in there. Okay, because I know everybody's always talking about 1031 exchange. I do 1031 exchange to get rid of the money. Too, a lot of people don't know, bro, that you can put that money in that policy. And let that policy get that interest as well, and then that's still tax free. You get to move as long as you put it into another vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
To keep growing. So a lot of people don't know that, man. That's really slick, man.
Yeah. So see, that's the thing about this, right? So real estate is such a great vehicle to use, right? So that's the great thing about this podcast, right? So we're going to talk about different tips and tricks that you can do in real estate, from residential to commercial. Different things that you can do that you may not know of, maybe I don't know. Bring some people on who's been doing it for many, many years,
right.
Doing different things or whatever the case is, so we can know what can we do to cut down on paying all these taxes. Let's be real. We're not trying to not pay taxes, but if we can do some different things, man, to grow our money, why wouldn't we, right? And at the same time, give some of this game out to the people who's watching. That's what it's about.
Yeah, man.
So many tips and tricks, man. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm looking forward to doing that.
Yeah,
showing you how we got some game.
And then, like you said, Jay, we got to, man, because people don't know. People don't know. So, you know,
man.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even believe. A lot of people don't even believe it's real.
Yeah, listen, bro. I'm interested to show people how to work with a realtor, bro. Like people hit me up all the time. Man, how do you work with? Man, there's ways to get this done, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be scared. Go talk to them. They human too. They work on commission. You know, and not all of them gonna work with you, but when you find that one that works with you, bro, you put that person in your pocket, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all go make it happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see. It's a lot of stuff that's about to happen, man. I'm excited, man. I'm definitely excited.
You know, and Tony, man, that real estate thing, man, is a lot, man. There's a lot going on, a lot of moving components with that, man. I can't wait to hear more.
Yeah, you just popping back in real quick. So, but it's
I was getting some feedback, so I had to reset it.
Okay, it's all good.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was saying, Tony, man, I can't wait, to get some of those juice from you, man, on the life insurance side, man. You know what I'm saying, to let the people know, because all too often, man, today we see our people going, and we see it's way too many GoFundMe's out here when it's brothers like Tony out here. You hear me? There's way too many GoFundMe's out here when there's brothers like Tony out here, who can teach the people and give up this game, man. So,
and that's absolutely true. You're absolutely right. And at the same time, with us as well, right? So, it's ways to get into real estate without spending your money. Right? Like the other day, I did this. This is what's crazy, right? So every week I'm doing a bird dog training. Right, I get people hit me all the time. How do I get in real estate, spend no money? So I said, okay, I'm doing a bird dog training, teach you from the ground level, show you how to build yourself up. I'm on the call yesterday. Not one person showed up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was on it. I still did the thing like it was 1,000 people on it. I'm just keeping it real, right? I still did it. But it will show you, man, that some people just, I don't understand, man. I don't get it. But I'm gonna break this down. So I'm gonna say this to you. It's ways to get in real estate, man. All you need really is the desire to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself valuable to some people who, let's say, have money. Let's say somebody who has some money who buy a property. Maybe the person who owns your apartment or your house that you live in. Listen, man, if I come across another property like this, would you buy it?
Exactly.
Well, man, you know what? Yeah. If not, if he say no, well, you got any other friends that own houses? Can I get their number? I'm asking the same thing. Now go on YouTube and pull up how to find houses to wholesale.
Period.
How to make cold calls on investment. There's ways to get that done. It don't really cost you any money. And we show you some different ways to skip trace people, how to pull people up from social media so you can give them a call on your phone that you already have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's crazy, man. I don't understand how people don't do it. I don't get it.
It's almost too easy, Jay. It's too easy.
So, and then you build yourself up, man, from a bird dog to a wholesaler to a fix and flipper to, to commercial. Then you build yourself just like that.
See, that's where I'm at now, and I had adapted that tool in my tool belt as far as creative financing goes.
Yeah, man.
Right. So the deal I just got last week, I got it for $114,000. The ARV is $289, right? It needs $60,000 in rehab, including labor, right? Yeah. So I'm paying $1,000 a month. I have no money down at all.
Was that subject to on the finance?
On the finance, right? And then I'm gonna cash them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna balloon the payment in 18 months on them, right? So what I did was I got the owner to give me the property with no money down. They wanted $10,000 down at first. I got them to give me the property with no money down. I got them to give me a 90-day rehab window, right? So I got them to give me the property with no money down. I got them to float me for 3 months.
Yeah, man.
Till I get the property rehab, then they start producing cash. And then once it started producing cash, I'm basically cash flowing.
So now, I hope you guys understand what he just said, right? He broke that down. So now, how are you getting your funds to do the rehab? Are you cash flowing it?
Now, see, with the funds with the rehab, now what I do is, and I tell people this all the time, is really important. On my last page, I just created a new page. That like the whole Lenny Smith Facebook page, that's a new page, right? I found out, dude, I had about 4,079 some hundred people on the other page. I ended up finding out that only like 30 of these people follow me, right? So 30 people.
I need to figure out who's doing that for me, man.
Only 30 people knew what I was doing. So I tell people this all the time. Make sure everybody's following you. Make sure everybody know what you're doing. You never know who got money and who looking to do what with their money.
Absolutely,
you
man.
never know. If you got 3,000 people on your timeline, and if all 3,000 people follow you and they know what you do, and you're not making no money, there's a problem.
That's a problem,
right? But now if you got 2,000 people on your timeline, and then you only got 20,000 people following you. 20 people follow you. Now that's a problem too.
Yeah.
Not enough people know what you're doing, and then the 20 that's following us, they might not even be in the real estate. They might just be cool. We know them from high school. They friends of the cousin, whatever, friend of the family, whatever. How it go, and they ain't even in the real estate. And we got 1,800 something people that don't even know what we do. So I tell everybody, reach out to everybody that's on your friends list. If you got to email them all or message them all one at a time through Messenger, let everybody know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Know what you're doing. Let them know. Keep you in mind. And if, like Jay said earlier, hey, if you ain't gonna buy it, or if you ain't buying, do you got a cousin who buying?
Yeah, man.
You got an auntie who buying? Any of your friends buying? You know what's going on. So, like I said, people we got to make sure that people know what we doing. A lot of people don't even know what we doing that follow us. So, go back to the funding, Jay. I just reached out to some people. Yeah. I ended up finding out that my guy, he had refinanced 2 houses. They ended up giving him $60,000 on one of the properties rehab. He asked me, he said, man, can you use this $60,000 on that property or whatever? Yeah, I can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. So now, we got the property. We're going to go ahead and get it rehab, rent it out, and then I'm going to go ahead and sell it with the tenant in it for that $298. Hopefully I walk away from this thing with $100,000 in my pocket with $0 in the deal.
Well, if you need funding, man, we are hard money lenders as well.
Definitely.
Let me know. Residential and commercial.
I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? I do it too. My little levels dropped on my score a little bit, so I can't, tap in.
I hear you.
Now, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's crazy, man, because you never know who's looking to park some money somewhere.
Absolutely. Listen, man, the problem about coming from in the ghetto of America is that because we think we don't have money, that other people don't have money.
Exactly.
Right? Exactly. We need to get out there, blow that up, bro. There's some people out here who got some major money. They don't look like it, they do. But they do. Yeah, they go downtown Dallas, right? They I think it's the second Thursday of every month. And they have these house auctions down there. And you go down and you see all these people out there bidding on these houses, and you got to be liquid to do that. So all these people out here, cash buyers, they all got $100,000 plus for these houses. You know what I'm saying? I went down there one day, bro. I had a sign on me. I buy houses. On the back, it says I sell houses. So I'm out there giving business cards out. I'm taking business cards. I'm giving them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm building a relationship with them, man. That's all you got to do. A cash buyer is the.
I never thought about that. I'm on that next auction. I'm down there with this shirt on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm down there.
But you see them bandit signs, right?
Yeah.
The big bandit. So just imagine you got a big bandit sign. And I buy houses. You got a rope around that on the back. I sell houses, right?
Yeah.
You stand out like a sore thumb. Everybody look at you and taking pictures of you the whole night. And I'm laughing and joking. Let me get your business card. Here, put your number in my phone. All that.
Right. Yeah.
And then of course you got software that we can use to do all that stuff. There's different tricks that you can do online to get cash buyers. That's the easy part, bro.
Yeah, that's the easy part.
That's the easy part.
That's definitely the easy part.
Yeah.
You're right. People don't know that part. Yeah. People be like, man, well, I get the property, who I'm gonna sell it to? Like, brother, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. This is right here, it'll sell itself.
Period,
bro. If you got a property and it won't sell, it's either not a great deal or you really an idiot, bro. It's simple as that, bro.
Honestly, like they say back in the day, just keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You call your seller, you're talking about like Jay say, you a lot of people though, Jay, They scared to shoot that low ball.
Say it again.
They scared to shoot that low ball offer. That low ball offer you was talking about.
Man, listen.
People scared to shoot that low ball. I got a buddy. He low ball everything.
Yeah.
He a low ball the gun machine if you can talk.
Yeah, man. I do. Hey, it's a way of life for me now, right?
Yeah.
Whenever I'm forced to put an offer in first, I want it to hurt. I want it to hurt because I won't leave nothing on the table. Now, when they get offended, I'm like, okay, well, what you want for it? Give me a number. You got something in your mind. Give me a number, man. Right. Let me work with that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you spit out a number and it don't hurt them, that means you didn't go low. You didn't go low enough, and you left money on the table.
Yeah, never leave money on the table.
And I do this thing too. It's called, I don't know if you do it as well. I do the multiple offer strategy. So I put together, when I put an offer in, I'm doing cash offer, subject to offer, owner finance offer, land contract, whatever it is. I'm putting together all these offers and let them make a decision which one works best for them.
Wow.
So each one of the numbers are different. Yeah. So I'm giving it all to them and say, look, here's your options. You guys, you tell me which one works best for you. So if you're doing an all cash, of course that's going to be lower, right? If you're doing a owner finance, of course the down payment is going to be X amount of dollars, but you're going to make more money. You're going to pay, even if you upside down, I'll give you more money for a shorter down payment in terms. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
Bro,
so,
listen,
man.
I see your hand saying boom. Bro, we have this thing.
Because dude, you just lit me up because like you just said, like, and you don't know what they would accept. They might,
bro.
They might accept on
you miss 100% of shots you don't take, bro. You know
man. Say it again, Jay.
You miss 100% of shots you don't take.
Fact.
Take the shot. Look, we have this thing called the back office, right? Where we pull comps for people. Like let's say you got a full-time job. You don't got time you want to be in this business, but you don't got time to do a lot of the day-to-day stuff. We take care of that for you. We put let's say you doing drive for dollars, you run across 30 properties. You send that into us, we'll pull comps on every property. We'll put together multiple offers on every property for you. We even will do the contracts for you.
Man.
If you need me to get on the phone and make some calls, like if you want to get on the phone, you don't know what to say to these sellers, you get me on the phone, schedule some time with me, we'll be on the phone together and make calls. Right? We will, send it through DocuSign, so you ain't got to spend no money on DocuSign no more.
Right.
And it's a long list of other stuff, bro.
Yeah, I had a brother earlier was telling me the same thing. He was like, man, like I just need to hear you do it.
Yeah.
Once I hear you do it, we get on the phone together. Once I hear you do it, I do it. And I'm like, I get it. People learn like that.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
So,
we have this lady now, man, where she's an older lady. She don't like to negotiate deals. So every time she get a deal, she gets me on the phone. Hey, can you negotiate this? I have no problem doing that, man. Matter of fact, I pride myself on negotiating the deal.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hard, bro.
Yeah, man. So yeah, the multiple offer strategy, bro.
Look
that up. So I'm happy to be able to all these different things that these people have been doing for a lot of years, bro. I have no problem with telling people this is what it is because it doesn't affect me at all.
Exactly.
Still gonna do me. I'm a virtual wholesaler, man. I'm not just in Dallas, bro. I do deals. Wherever the deal is at, that's where we go.
Where we go.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, your brother was telling me about it the other day, and I was like, he's like, you got cash bars over there? I was like, no, but I get some.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
I was like, get some. Like, that ain't no problem.
There ain't no problem at all. Only thing I tell people, we just don't look at deals that's in rural areas. Right. If you're in a rural area, if it's in the area people are looking to buy, you can find your cash buyer like that.
I do, for some reason, I do get a lot of people send me deals, man. And it be in towns like 1,200 people, and I just be like, bro, no.
It's hard to find a buyer like that.
I'm like, dude, there's 1,200 people in that town. They got one job, and everybody working. Like,
exactly.
Ain't nobody coming to that town.
But see, now let's go to this commercial renter, right? So we've been doing like syndication deals too on like a smaller, like a 20 unit or 50 unit, something like that. We put together some funds to be able to buy stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
We show you step by step on how to put together a master lease option. You know what I'm saying? To where you put a little bit of money down, you can control the property. Matter of fact, on my podcast the other day, one of the questions was, would you rather own a commercial property or control it, or real estate or control it? Right? I'd rather control it rather than own it.
Yeah.
I'd rather control it.
Yeah. because I was thinking about those. Because when I first got into business, the dude was telling me about land, and he was like, "Man, that land, that land get overlooked or whatever, especially the commercial land." And he was telling me how he got a deal on the land, and he ended up selling the damn land in McDonald's for 26 years. So he getting paid off this damn deal for 26 years. Yeah. McDonald's.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I said, "Oh man, come on." He said, "Bro, ain't taking me no money to get into the deal. I got the property on the finance." And I said, "Dude, wow, you end up selling it to McDonald's."
Listen.
I was like, "That's crazy."
So much to get into, man. So much to get into. So now we accumulate that money. We got to go to Tony and say, "Look, Tony, how we do this, man?"
How we do it? Yeah, exactly. So which section of the what is like? It's like we know we got the term, right? And then we got the whole life policy, right?
Okay.
For you do this every day. Just go ahead and give us a game, a little bit of game on which side that you would think would benefit realtors, people that's in real estate, whole or term versus, the average individual. Actually, let's get both sides of it. Let's get sides for the people that's watching, the individuals that's watching, how they can use their life insurance, and then, how those of us that's in real estate, which vehicle may be best for us.
Yeah. So so there's two audiences, and this is someone just purchasing a home, and they wanna protect their mortgage, right? And so a lot of the policies that's common for that is term. You get a 30-year mortgage, you get a 30-year term, and that's specifically for that. And now people can get multiple products depending on their needs. The whole life is usually those final expense burial type policies, so those are common for a whole life. It's not really used for cash accumulation, because the interest on the cash accumulation is like 2 to 3%. And we're looking at inflation right now; it's like 9%, right? So the policy that I normally do is an indexed universal life. So there's two types of policies out there. There's a permanent, which is like your whole lives, your indexed universal life, your universal life, your ULs. So those are permanent type policies where it doesn't expire like the term. The term is temporary. Temporary is it expires. So for real estate investors, I normally just do the index universal life because the cap it goes up to 15% in the cash accumulation, and if the market was to ever crash for whatever reason, whether it's COVID, wars happening overseas, they have floors of zero. The company that I work with has a 0.75% floor. So yeah, I would recommend something that is outpacing inflation. It has a good cash accumulation, and so in the last year and a half, I've really been focusing in the real estate industry, real estate investor industry, because as I was doing appointments, I figured, hey, a real estate investor needs a vehicle to where they can be able to borrow money. So an index universal life, you can open a big. So it depends on the size of business that you're doing. Some people are dealing with, $100,000 type size properties. Some people are dealing with a $250,000 size properties. Some people are dealing with millions, right? $1 million size properties. And depending on the size of business that they are operating in, I would design a policy based on the size of the business that they're doing, and it gives them a little bit of wiggle room to be able to borrow money, from that policy. So, for example, let's say somebody's, cash flowing $100,000 from his real estate deals. I can open a policy where he's funding that policy $100,000 a year, right? Instead of using a bank account, they're using a policy. So that policy, what it's going to give them? It's going to give them tax-free cash accumulation. It's going to give them, $3 to $4 million in life insurance. If something happens to them, that money goes to the beneficiaries, the family. It gives them a vehicle to where they can borrow money tax-free and be able to use it. Let's say they found a deal. I want to put money down for this deal. They can borrow 50,000 and hey, let me put it down on this deal. Whether it's a wholesaling deal, a fix and flip, multifamily, whatever deal that they're doing in real estate, and then whatever profits they're making, they can take it and put it back in the policy, right? And the money is still compounding in the policy and growing for them. So an index universal life would be something I would recommend for somebody who's in real estate. Doesn't want money just sitting in the bank account earning a 0.02%
Right.
rate of return. No insurance attached to it. No protection in the market, because once you start having this big amounts of money in the bank, guess what the bank is telling you? Hey, let's invest your money. Let's put it in the money markets. And we all know how the market is doing right now, and also the historical numbers. So, and then there's other benefits. I recommend alongside having the life insurance policy is to also get an LLC and also a trust. So now Jay has an LLC. He knows the benefits behind doing all that stuff. So together, it works together as a machine. So you have your LLC. Your LLC is funding your insurance policy, right? The owner is the insured, the person that's being covered, and the beneficiary is the trust. That's the structure. So now the trust has a set of instruction. Hey, if something happens, family, don't fight over my property. Don't, it has a set of instructions to where it's legally binded to where, and then same thing with the life insurance policy. It protects from bad people coming after your money, getting lawsuits, probate, and all stuff. They can't come after your policy. So those are the benefits that I would recommend for somebody who's in real estate in the investing field to be able to get that. And that product can be used for everybody. We just customize it to somebody's a property owner and they need a retirement plan. I can customize it to where they can use it as a retirement plan. And when they reach retirement age of 65 or 7, they raised it to 72 now. They can be able to. Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't know that, man.
They raised it to
bro.
72.
Okay, go ahead, bro. God,
So yeah, because people are outliving they're tapping into their retirement funds a lot earlier, Social Security and whatnot, and so it's running out of money. So they're having people work longer so that they can be able to contribute more into the Social Security funds. And it can be customizable to where they can be able to live off of this money for their retirement. And so if you look at other vehicles that where you can put money at those ages, it's kind of difficult to live off of that income, right? It's like your money is tied up in property or money is tied up here and there, and you got to do certain things to qualify to be able to pull out your money. But if you have your life insurance policy, it's just a phone call. Hey, can you wire this amount of money to my bank account? And they'll do that, and then you can be able to live off of that money. So it can be customizable for anything that we want to use it for. Retirement, college savings, emergency funds, you name it. And it doesn't get affected by the volatility of the market. So if the market was to ever crash for whatever reason, because of the index strategy, right? Market crashes for COVID or whatever pandemic, right now we got the what's it called, monkeypox, or wars happening overseas.
Yeah.
You lost all your gains and you don't lose whatever money you have in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, so the thing about it, man, we just getting this information, right? Some people have been having this information for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I know probably sit down and have that, that one-on-one with Tony, man. A lot of things that may not be clear, he'd be able to break that thing down for you.
If you have any questions, I mean, I'd explain it in a way that a regular person, because I was a regular person, I was an art student, and I was seeking this information, back in 2008 when the market crashed, my parents were affected by it. They lost money in their 401ks. And so nobody really sat down with me and told me, hey, Tony, there's other vehicles that you can put your money into that's safe, and you're not going to lose it in the market. Nobody really told me that life insurance is a tax-free vehicle. I didn't know all that stuff, but once I got into it, I became a part-time agent, and then now full-time. I started learning about the laws behind this, and the tax codes, and what you can do with these products, and there's so many really cool strategies that you can do with life insurance that if you do like if you put your money in the right places, you can basically live off of these products. And a lot of people are living off of it. It's like their life insurance policy is generating them more money than they were working. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's something that I can break it down in simple English. I like to use analogies, right? One of my favorite ones I like to use is the turtle versus the rabbit race, right? So the rabbit is all the volatile markets, right? The cryptocurrencies, all the exciting, high rate of returns, and then the turtle is the slow and steady, index strategy, right? At the end, who gets to win the race? At the end of us working, doing all the investments, we want to make sure we have money at the end, not the market eating up our money or taxes eating up our money.
And that makes sense too, man. As you get older, you don't want to be in something that's really, volatile, right? You want to be in something a little bit, at least a little bit more safe, as you go towards retirement. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing is 100%. You talk about investing or whatever it is, but you got a greater shot at actually, what I'm saying, getting some money from the situation
you're gonna have money at the end. not
exactly.
lose it. Yeah.
Man, I really appreciate that, man. I know a lot of us, man, people are gonna see this, right, and probably never heard of that before. How do they reach you? How do they reach you, Tony?
Yeah, they can reach me. My named Tony Opee, TonyOpee. On Facebook, you can type it up and you'll find me. Also, they can also call me. My cell phone number is 408-442-9993. Give me a call, send me a text. Let me know, hey, I want. What's your goal? You want to retire. You want to have coverage. You want to, what's your situation, and I can be able to design it just specifically to your goals and needs.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We definitely appreciate you. You're on mute. Lenny.
I'm on mute.
Oh no, you're good now.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, Tony, man. Thanks for that, bro. You done put a lot of people in the game, man.
Yeah, man.
Just with that little bit of juice you got, man. I can't wait until you open thing up a little more.
So imagine this is day one, right? Imagine I say, episode 1. So imagine in episode 10 what we're gonna be learning about. There's so much stuff out there, man. I can't lie, man. I don't know it all, bro. I don't know it all. It's still a lot of stuff I'm learning too. You know what I'm saying? But what I do have, I have no problem with giving it out, man.
Most definitely.
So I have a heart of a teacher, bro.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see here's my deal. This is like my whole deal is that I get more out of an assist than I do a score.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying?
I
don't want to ball hog, man, and score all the points all the time. I want to assist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's my whole thing.
Yeah, and you just put me up.
Say it again.
You just put me up when you just said, send them every offer.
Yeah.
Why not? I don't know why I ain't think about it. No, seriously. Like some deals I think about, and I might just send that one offer. And they be like, oh no, then I might send this offer. I'm just gonna send them off.
Yeah, man. Because think about it, man. When you're doing a cash offer, right? Let's say this person has a property that's upside down. A cash offer wouldn't work, right? So you're gonna do a owner finance now, right? Say them owner finance a deal or a subject to, depending on the property, whatever the case is. So I always lay it out for them. Say, listen, if you need the money now, you need the cash out now. This is what I can give you for it. And it's gonna be a lot lower than what I will be able to give you if we did owner finance.
Right.
Here's the offer. Now we can't close this very quickly, and you can go and live the rest of your life, man. What do you want to do? Now, if you want to do owner finance, I can give you a deal right here. We can negotiate what the monthly payments would be. depending on, I look at basically if they own a note on it or whatever, I make sure that the monthly payment is at least that.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll negotiate as far as the down payment is concerned, maybe 5% or 10%, depending on the property or whatever the case is. And if you owe maybe 110 on it, I may say I'll give you 130 if we're doing it for 20 years.
Exactly.
Or 15 years or whatever the case is. Right. So it don't really affect me or whatever the case is. If we need a lot of work done to it, like you just said, let's push these payments out 3 months or so. Let me get this together. And you don't lose.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about if you can think outside the box, bro, you can do a real estate deal.
Period.
Simple as that.
Period. Yeah, man. I got a guy. So one of my buyers, man. I don't know if he watching. He might join in. Nah, I sent it to him. I sent him the link. But one of my buyers, man. So they bought this property, him and his wife, in Salem, Oregon, 2 years ago. They bought this property for $275,000. That next year, that property was worth $750,000. They sold that property, moved to Springfield, Missouri, where we are now. He's on his 15th door now from this year. He just found a 21 unit by the college, and he found a 15 unit down the street in Joplin, Missouri. He done hooked up with his buddies. They done hooked up with an NBA player from the town. I didn't know dude was from Springfield. They done hooked up with this brother. The bank say okay. All the investors lined up ready. They about to close on this thing for $1.8 million. This dude started off with a house in Salem.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Now he about to be some 35 doors just in the middle of just all of, well, he about to buy them 35. So now he had like 40-something doors just in July.
Yeah, man.
From January to July.
That's pretty awesome.
The sky's the limit, man.
Real estate.
Real estate is where it's at, bro. It's where it's at, man. Everybody who has money is in real estate.
Generational wealth. Yeah, I never knew that. That's a fact too. I never knew that. Most millionaires, 90% of millionaires got real estate.
No, but not
all the millionaires got real estate.
Yeah. Not just that, right? So most wealth are grown through real estate, right? Most people accumulate wealth or whatever the case is through their real estate, right? So grandma had a house for 30 years or whatever the case is. When you grew up at, when she passed, guess what she does? She passes on to you. Now you got a house that's free and clear that's worth $80,000 or $100,000. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There it is.
That's that wealth machine.
Yeah. But unfortunately, a lot of the next generation don't know what to do with the property. They end up losing for taxes and all some stupid stuff. Or I come and get it. And I get the money and they lose out in that situation. So, but when we get to this point where we get smart enough, man, not to let that real estate go, it's gonna be on and popping, man. But my thing now is I'm really doing like probably 90% now of my business is commercial. You know what I'm saying? So I still have my team together, my sisters and stuff like that together. So we still after that, I'm not turning anything down, but I'm going after this big money here. That's my goal.
Now, see, Jay, we need to work because I got some buyers here. They pretty much selling all in multi-units, but they telling me now that they looking for strip malls.
They are.
They looking for strip malls. They looking for strip malls, commercial shopping centers. They looking for everything right now.
Okay.
Springfield, Missouri, they buying it.
Wow.
So we can get to work together, me and you, Jay.
Buyers.
They own like 50 properties now.
Okay.
And they've had these 50 properties for like the last 30-something years. They just started shuffling some through the pipeline, and they bought most of them through wholesalers. They were telling me, but it's going down, man.
Okay, let's link on it, man. Let's maybe sit down and have a quick meeting with them, see what exactly what they're looking for, the numbers wise and everything. And look, let me put my team on it, man. There's money to be made. Let's make it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, Lenny, we need to link up because we can open some accounts with these buyers because once they make their money, we got to park that money in a nice place for them so they can be able to borrow off of it and make future purchases. So definitely there's there's some money to be made also with us too.
Sure.
Absolutely. Well, listen, we were approaching our 1 hour, man. It's a lot of information we talked about in 1 hour, man. So I can imagine when we get the other, 3-4 people on here, man, and everybody kind of bring their own different, piece for this gumbo that we cooking up right here. It's gonna be beautiful. Mm-hmm. So tell us how you can be reached. Tell us what you got going on the horizon and how they get in contact with you, all that good stuff.
No doubt, guys. Well, once again, I'm Lenny Smith. You guys reach me on Facebook, Lenny Smith. You can reach me at Smith Financial Relief at gmail.com. And you can also reach me at 417-521-7397.
You got that number one more time.
417.
Oh, okay. I wasn't looking.
97.
All right, cool. Yeah, you can't miss that. That's dope, bro. All right, what about you, Tony? What you got going, bro?
Yeah, so my name is Tony Opay, and you can reach me at 408-442-9993. And also you can look me up on Facebook under Tony Opay, TonyOPEE, and you will be able to find me.
Oh man, dope man. So as you guys know, I mean, I'm really focusing on this network thing that we're doing. So we have a couple of shows. We have one Monday, we have one Tuesday, we have one Wednesday, one Thursday, so one Saturday. So we do this show on Saturday, man. It's a stock show. So if you want to learn how to invest in stocks, cryptocurrency and stuff like that, it's from 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for about a good hour. We do that. On Monday, we have Saving Solutions. It's a podcast, and along with what's her name, Sheila Little and Danielle Smith, I think, and great women doing amazing things over there as well. We have the Small Business Stand Up on Tuesdays. So if you guys want to be a part of that, it's just a group of businessmen and women. We're talking about particular topics about business, how to get it set up from your LLC all the way up to where you able to sell your property. I mean, able to sell your company, right? So beginning to end, we don't hold nothing back. And man, what else? I'm doing a little bit of hard money lending. So if you need a hard money lender, let me know. Reach out to me. I'm a mobile notary, mobile signing agent as well. We can do. If you got somebody that's out of the country who needs the documents notarized, I can do that from right here, right? It's other stuff, man. Go to my website, midcityacquisition.com, and pull up everything. Matter of fact, we have tons of ebooks on there as well, man. Go on and pull a couple of them down. Yeah. We have free Spanish classes. You want to learn how to speak Spanish? We can help you with that. You want to know how to become a bird dog? We can help you with that. It's everything. Everything you need to know about real estate is on that site, man. So I can be a vendor assistant, even if we don't do a deal together. Reach out to me, man. If I can help you, I will.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys, man. So that's one down in the books, man. So reach out to people, man. Tell them they missed it, and hope we catch them next week, bro.
It's going down. We're going to catch them all next week.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. Give me 1 second for y'all log off. Hold on 1 second.